last one for tonight, Nick. So not necessarily who's off to the best start, who's the most surprising, but who is the new must-watch player in 2026? Who's that one guy you're like, oh man, I got to put that game on. I want to see him play.
I already mentioned him earlier this show. It's Shea Langeliers for me. He is one of the most underrated sluggers right now. And when he's in the box, I need to watch his at-bats. He makes that Sacramento ball field look like a little league field. And he's got 2 hits every game, hits the ball all over the ballpark, hits it out of the ballpark. It's Shea Langeliers, and I'm with Mike Mason Miller. Those are the 2 guys where I'm like, if I see their names pop up on the box score, I'm flipping to that game immediately. Yep. Yeah, it's those 2 guys for me.
Yeah, and Ryan, this is a great point. Jordan Walker has arrived. Finally, Jordan Walker has arrived.
Yeah. A couple weeks ago, though, I still wasn't sold on, or I still haven't bought Jordan Walker, right? Because of the inconsistencies of the past few years with him. You know, we've brought it up a couple times.
Nick, inconsistency. The guy didn't do jack for 3 years.
Well, but that's what I mean.
Is like, a compliment.
Okay, fair. But like what I'm talking is like he came up and burst on the scene with like a 12 or 13 game hitting streak, and you're like, oh man, this kid is damn good. And then nothing. But so good to see him turn it around. But is that who he is? I mean, I sure hope so.
Well, but I just it's who they thought he was back in 2023. Yeah, he just hasn't materialized.
I think I just need a little bit more of a sample size with Jordan Walker, but his start has been incredible to watch for sure.
Yeah, this is the guy they thought they were getting when they brought him up, and he had in 2023 he had a good season. 24 wasn't good. 25 was really not good. Yeah. A lot of people thought he was done and they should just move on. Yeah. And then this year he showed up.
Frank, this is a great one. Jeremiah Jackson. Oh. No one had heard of this guy before he just started tearing the major leagues apart. So that's a great one. Flat cheese, Connor Griffin, Nolan McLain. Yep, 1,000%. Nolan McLain, the movement he gets on his pitches is just not right. It's not right. Crazy.
Yep. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, Cole Young is killing it at second base, and he leads MLB in defensive run saves.
And he was a guy that kind of came up with not a lot of fanfare. It was kind of like, hey, we think this guy's going to be pretty good. Yeah, you know, all the attention was on other players, and he's been fantastic.
Yeah, Greg, we talked about Murakami earlier. Yeah, he has been unreal to watch. O'Neal Cruz, number one must see, because you see flashes of greatness and still a lot of bonehead plays every single game. That's fair.
He's an adventure, that's for sure.
I'll take Jordan Walker and his 34 points this week for my fantasy team. Yeah, I'm sure you would. Yeah. But yeah, everybody's agreeing with you. Jordan Walker's must-see TV right now. So, yeah. But, well, yeah, he knows he's playing every day and he won't be sent down. He's settled in, and it shows defensively too. Yeah.
And some guys they just need some time to adjust to that level and to get comfortable that they belong there.
Right.
And I think that's part of it. Like, he was always looking over his shoulder, wondering, you know, because it's one of those, like, and we heard Mark Rogers talk about, like, when you struggle a little bit, like, you start wondering, like, am I going to stay? When am I going to get sent down? Is this the end for me? Like, there's a lot until you start to perform. There's a lot of second guessing.
Yeah. Yeah. Jose Soriano has had some Cy Young stuff this start. So Silly absolutely. Yeah. Elly's a must see just because he's so electric. I kind of agree with that. Cruz is the worst good player I've ever seen.
Well, and Elly De La Cruz is kind of in that bucket of, and I mean, he's off to a good start, don't get me wrong, but like, he's that guy that you always expect more from based on the talent. And then you're like, always kind of like, that's it. Like, there's not more there. And again, off to a very good start. I hope he keeps it up, but he's an interesting one for me.
Yep. JJ Weatherholt for sure. He's come up with some big hits for that Cardinals team too. So
yeah. Nobody's mentioned Sal Stewart in the picture, but like, I find Sal Stewart to be exciting because like they had that double steal was it like a week ago, and even Terry Francona's like, I'm not sure what he was doing. I got to go talk to him, but it was an incredible play. But he knows he can't make that last out at third, but he didn't. But he even had like Terry Francona like all twisted up because he's like
then he scored
firing
on a
off double steals.
then he scored on a wild pitch. So then he was just like, I couldn't be mad at him, but I still
Right.
needed to talk to him about it.
But when you have Tito Francona like all twisted up because you're doing things that he doesn't expect,
Yeah.
it's certainly interesting.
Yeah. No, I think as much as we said that there's guys struggling, I think there's a lot more players that are having great seasons that we can rally around and really enjoy watching. So I think that's cool. And it's different guys on different teams that are making it fun around the league. It's not just the Dodgers. It's not just the Yankees. Like you can tune into a random Pirates and Reds game and be like they played a 1-0 game today and it was a damn good baseball game.
Yep.
Right. So I mean, there's a lot to be said about the young kids in the game. There's a lot of great talent coming in that are in pretty damn good ball players. So
yeah. And I think two other players aren't necessarily brand new players that are worth watching, but Andy Paez after the postseason debacle that he had and the disaster that was for him, he's been maybe the Dodgers' best hitter to start the season.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been fantastic. And we've seen a bit of a resurgence from Mike Trout, which has been nice to see. Again, like 10 home runs, 21 RBIs, typical Mike Trout, like nobody's on base when he hits a home run, but it's nice to at least see what looks like the Mike Trout of old with a little bit of energy back.
It's just crazy that Mike Trout's going to end the year with 50 bombs and have 67 RBIs.
It's literally 10 home runs, 21 RBIs.
Oh, still that 40 and 80 season's the one that will always stick in my head, man. 40 and 80.
Yeah, 39 and 79.
God,
he had a 39 and 79 year, a 33 and 72, a 41 and 90, a 30 and 83, a 40 and 80. I mean, some of these numbers don't make any sense.
Yeah. Yeah, Frank on the West Coast, Gavin Sheets been clutch all year off the bench for the Padres. Padres are pulling the right strings right now, man. They're playing good baseball. I don't find myself watching much of them unless it's the ninth with Mason Miller coming in. Really the only time I watch them. But again, it's just kind of a team. I don't really care for their style that much. Although Bogarts has been red hot the last week or so. So I don't know. Yeah, Kyle Tucker. I forgot he played for the Dodgers. Haven't heard a peep about him.
Yeah, he had that walk-off for them 4 or 5 nights ago. And other than that, it's been he's hitting 238. He's done nothing for them.
Yep. But, that's what $126 million a year gets you nowadays is a 236 average.
Yeah, with one big hit.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, it's bad. Bad.